Loneliness, the feeling of missing something that you can't find in this world, the feeling that can only be dispelled by the presence of another, the feeling that makes you desperate for love, the feeling of wanting to be seen, heard, and acknowledged. What's good, you guys? It's your boy WonDaDon, and I'm back with another video. Now, today I'm going to be talking about loneliness. So, I feel like loneliness is a big problem that we all face within our day-to-day lives at certain points, you feel me, to certain degrees. I feel like no matter who you are, you could be the most antisocial person ever, but I feel like we all at the end of the day want to be a part of a community. Like, we are social creatures. Like, that feeling of having community around us is something that really does provide us with a lot of euphoric sensations and all that. It makes us feel good about ourselves, knowing that we could provide for a community, or we're playing a larger role in something that's not ourselves. You know what I mean? And I feel like loneliness is something that we're not really taught how to deal with, and we're not really taught how to learn how to deal with. Like, yes, there's make friends so you don't feel alone, but it's a lot deeper than just making friends. You know what I mean? Because you can make friends but still feel alone because of just the sense of like you're not trusting anyone. So within loneliness, I feel like there's loneliness as like the word, like the category, but within loneliness, there's like two different subcategories. There's like being alone in a physical sense, and then feeling alone in like a mental and emotional sense. So like I could be in my room right now and I could be alone, but I don't necessarily feel alone because I have loved ones around me, or loved ones that I know like I could call if I ever need something, or friends or something like that if I ever need it. So I don't necessarily feel alone even though I am physically alone. And you could feel alone but not physically be alone. Like, I could go to a party and I can feel alone because I don't have anyone that I necessarily trust around me, and I feel like, I don't know, like there's not the kind of energy or the loving energy that I need to feel or to satisfy that feeling of being alone. So with being alone, I feel like that is the perfect time for you to really discover and learn who you are as a person. I feel like being alone is a blessing in disguise because we're surrounded by just people on like our day-to-day lives, when we go to school, when we go to work, when we're out and about and everything like that. But if you're alone, that's that time for you to learn who you are, learn your passions, pick up a new hobby, work on a new craft, just figure out what it is that you like to do in your life. Because I feel like we have a lot of noise around us at all points, you feel me? And like it's easy to get affected by that noise and to start making decisions or start doing things that we otherwise wouldn't do just because of just people's opinions and people's thoughts and actions. Better yourself. I feel like that's the perfect time to better yourself, and I feel like it's just that's what you should do if you are alone. Because if you spend the time just binge watching Netflix or junk eating or whatever the case is, bro, you're gonna find yourself in like a deeper hole of like feeling sorry for yourself. Like, that's what loneliness really is. It's a form of feeling sorry for yourself, you feel me? Like, I don't want to say something that's like contradictory to what I'm trying to say, but it is a form of like feeling bad for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you love yourself, you'll never be alone, you feel me? So if you are someone who feels alone, that's because you're missing that self-love that you have for yourself. And I feel like being alone is the perfect time to find and discover that self-love. Find out what ways or like what things make you feel like less than as a person. But we all have insecurities, but there's sometimes like our insecurities might not necessarily like look us in the face at certain times. I guess you might have like physical insecurities or whatever the case is. Like, I don't know, like your forehead is too big or something like that. But there's also like mental insecurities that we have within ourselves, like certain things that we dealt with our childhood trauma, certain things that we left with our past. Like, you feel me? There's a lot of other things that we mentally is like mentally blocking us from loving ourselves. You know what I mean? So take that time to really learn to love yourself, and by doing that, by virtue of taking that time to learn to love yourself, that's when you're able to, you feel me, not be alone, bro. Because if you love yourself, bro, you'll never be alone, bro. Period. Like, you always will have that friend next to you, bro. Because if you hate yourself, bro, you're gonna hate being with that person 24/7. You know what I mean? Because you're with that person 24/7. So learn to love yourself, bro, and you'll never be alone. And like I said, bro, learning to love yourself takes time, and like, you feel me? It's not something that you just, it's like, it's not easy to do, but when you're alone, you have that time to do it. You feel me? And you don't have like all these other outside noises and people trying to conforming to a certain way. So now when it comes to feeling alone, it's kind of the same exact thing with being alone, but now with feeling alone, instead of just love, we add this purpose, you feel me? And with feeling alone, you have to have something that gives you a sense of purpose and a sense of fulfillment, you feel me? Because if you don't, that's it's so bad. Like if you don't have a sense of fulfillment, that's going to cause you to be in like a dark, deep depression place, because you feel me, like you're not really actively working towards something. You're just kind of feeling sorry for yourself. Like how I said, like loneliness is like an emotion of just kind of feeling sorry for yourself because you don't have friends, you don't have people around you. You feel like you don't have love, but at the end of the day, you were born into this world alone, you feel me? Unless you have a twin or something like that. But even though you feel me, you're not born at literally the exact same time, like both of your heads are coming out at the same time, you feel me? Like you come here alone, you feel me, and you die by yourself, you feel me? So it's like at the end of the day, we do have, like, yes, we're social creatures, but we do have the ability to think for ourselves, like solo thought and free thinking, and you feel me, and stuff like that. So with the sense of purpose and everything, like that's gonna give you that energy, that life that, you feel me, you're not gonna feel when you're alone, because you're so focused and so driven on this one thing that everything else is kind of actually a second thought. Like I read this thing that people actually like prefer purpose over pleasure, but the only thing is they just can't find the purpose. They don't find the thing that gives them that sense of fulfillment. So if you do find that sense of fulfillment and find something that gives you life, something that gives you energy, something that you're actively striving towards, that's gonna give you that sense of fulfillment that you need, bro. Give you that purpose and that love that you so desperately need to lift that feeling of being alone. Also, I know I said I wasn't gonna give you advice like go out and make new friends and all that stuff, because even if I feel like you make new friends, you can still feel and be alone at certain times. But I feel like at the end of the day, let's say hypothetically you want to make gym friends, like you want to have someone like a gym partner, someone that you could work out with and all that stuff, and you can't find anyone. Do you know where the best place to find that is? A gym. Let's say you want to be someone who like is a spontaneous person, an adventurous person. How do you expect to make spontaneous and adventurous friends? You have to go out and be spontaneous and adventurous yourself. If you want to have these friends and attract friends like with certain hobbies and characteristics that you're looking for, you actively have to go out and do that thing. You feel me? Like it's just that simple, bro. Like it's literally that simple. If you want chess friends, bro, go to a park, bro, and start just playing chess with random people at a park. You feel me? You want some book friends? Go to a library, bro. You see someone reading a book, ask them what it's about or something like that. Like there's different tips and tricks that you could do to, like, you feel me, make new friends and all that stuff. But like more so, my point is not necessarily going out and making friends. My point is just doing the things that you like to do, and by virtue of doing that, you will eventually start to make new friends. Like if you go to the gym every day, bro, not necessarily, yes, bro, if you go to the gym every single day, eventually, bro, you're gonna start to just see the same people every single day, bro. You feel me? Go up, introduce yourself to them or something like that. Or if you ask them for a spot and you feel me, after that, introduce yourself to them or something like that. Like you don't know how many gym friends I made just by asking someone for a spot, or just asking someone to like wash my stuff for me while I go like to my locker real quick or something like that. Like, bro, it's like, bro, you can actually do a lot of things to help yourself to stop being and feeling alone. And there's more than just one way than just making friends or stuff like that. Like there's different options out there, and I hope this video gave you a lot of new perspective on actually how to deal with your loneliness. Like I used to be someone who, like, I'm an introverted person by nature, and I love my lonely time, but like there's certain times where I feel like I'm too alone, you feel me? Another thing is too, before I end this video, you probably do have a lot of friends that you like in your phone or from your past or whatever that you probably could reach out to, but just don't want to for some reason, because you feel like there's like that whole stigma with like once you water like once you stop reaching out to your friends, just see how many dead plants you've been watering or something like that. But at the end of the day, you probably have friends that kind of have that same mentality too, you know what I mean? So it's like if you stop reaching out to that person stops reaching out to you, it's like not necessarily like the friendship is like beef or whatever, but it's like it just ended like for no reason, you know what I mean? Like you go out and like actually reach out to your friends. Like there's friends that I haven't talked to in like 4 months that I could reach out to and be like, yo, how have you been? And like, it's not even like like a bad thing that I reached out to them. They just laugh at me and be like, bro, like I thought you were dead, like what happened to you, blah blah blah. Like you just start reaching out to people. It's like sometimes, bro, people just naturally assume because you start reaching out to them that you didn't want to have that friendship, or you're just too busy to have that friendship, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of people out there that I feel like would love to have a phone call from you or yourself, you feel me? So at the end of the day, bro, loneliness is something that you can really solve at any point in your life. Like, you, not necessarily that you choose to be lonely, like you don't choose to be lonely, but you choose what you want to do with that loneliness, that feeling of loneliness. You could either cry in your own piss about it, like, oh, I have no friends, nobody likes me, or you could literally pick yourself up and like do certain things, learn a new craft, learn something new, find something that gives you purpose, find something that gives you fulfillment, learn to love yourself, all these other extra good things that, you feel me, are out there in the life. You just have to actively get up and do it. Like, if there's anything that you get from this video, I hope it's that you actually do something, bro. Don't sit around and just feel sorry for yourself, bro, because that's not gonna do anything for you, bro, at the end of the day, bro. Get up and learn a new skill, make new friends, do something new, you feel me? Do something new. That's the thing, bro. The best way to deal with your loneliness, bro, do something new. So yeah, bro, thank you for watching this video. I hope you gain new perspective. You know what to do. All love over here. Peace, love, and positivity. Yeah, bro. Subscribe if you're new. You know what to do. Come on, join the crew. It's your boy WonDaDon. Peace out, you guys. How it going? Yeah.